swallow this.
Welcome back to Reasonably Afraid, your horror podcast. Today we are talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. We got my co-hosts, as always, Rey Reyes.
Yo.
And Sean Dolan.
Hello.
And our producer, Turner. Turner, do you have anything to say to the people?
Yeah, he's just enjoying life right now.
Yeah,
I'm giving him a good rub.
He doesn't feel like he needs to make a public statement. And by doing that, he's kind of low-key making a public statement.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Your silence is deafening, Turner.
You like that, Turner? You like that? You like that, Turner? Huh?
Silence speaks volumes, Turner.
I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997. This film was directed by Jim Gillespie. He hired the screenwriter Kevin Williams to write this. He's the same guy that wrote Scream. But an interesting fact is this movie was written first and nobody would buy it because the slasher was dead. So he was shopping this around years before it got picked up. And because Scream did so well, they wound up picking this movie
hilarious,
up.
Actually.
Isn't that funny? Scream was, he wrote Scream like in response to not being able to get a slasher made.
Yeah.
And then got a slasher made because of it. How crazy is that?
He's like, this is the thing I really want to do. They're like, Scream, this is gold covering dog shit. And he was like, yeah, but I'm just trying to get rid of this dog shit.
Oh, y'all like that? I got some dog shit back here. You want some of that?
Right when Scream just
I didn't got any more gold left, but there's still dog shit in the back.
You got all my gold. Matter of fact, let me get that dog shit back real quick.
I just don't have a lot. My dog died.
His agent's like calling him up. Scream's making millions and millions of dollars. This is huge. And then he's like, wait, do you think this will help me make I Know You Did Last Summer?
He's like, no.
His agent's like, you're
what?
still on
Don't
that.
do that.
You're still on that, huh? You still want to get that made. Yeah, like check into it real quick. Begrudgingly helping him.
Yeah, Wes Craven calls back. He's like, they said yes, but I'm not going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
They said I'm not in the budget. I don't know.
You're wow. He's like, I thought you were yes, Craven. None.
I can't.
What the fuck, dude? Your own name. Your own fucking name.
Go ahead and cut that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. All right.
I hardly know, Craven.
All right, we got 30 minutes to get through all of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Fine,
Right,
go.
But to be fair, this
less to
movie
talk
is
about.
much less beloved and much less to discuss in terms of, in my opinion.
There's also
So,
just not
feels
a
right.
lot left. Not
Exactly.
a lot there.
Yeah. So our buddy Ray is gonna
I got you,
the,
baby.
He's gonna give you the breakdown for
I am in
Know What
tears
You Did
after
Last
all
Summer.
of this that has conspired. This is probably one of my this episode. I'm having like a lot of fun. To be honest, but that so it starts off. You got your fucking prom queen, who's a fucking celebrity in their hometown. They're at a party. You meet your final girl, who is clearly a nerd, your Velma type. Then you get your Freddie Prinze. You know, he's very much the he's not as much as the Fred in this movie. He's just kind of like the boyfriend.
Can we just, the idea of selling Jennifer Love Hewitt as the nerd is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's insane, but that's what they do in the movie.
Yeah,
They're trying to sell her as a nerd, but oh my God, is she hot. And then there's the douchey character, Barry. I don't even know he's just a douchebag.
Ryan
He's
Phillippe.
he's your jock.
Yeah.
You know, he's that one guy in Cabin Fever where he's the annoying jockey dude who's like clearly drunk the whole night. They're all having a good time because it's like what it was 4th of July, so they're having a good time.
Can I say, I wish the dude from Cabin Fever had gotten as famous as Ryan Phillippe and not Ryan Phillippe. I like that dude so much more, you know? Such a fun actor to watch. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways,
You're right.
so you know, it's a lot of parallels to Cabin Fever in this movie.
Yeah.
Because they're drunk. The driver is not drunk. Freddie Prinze is sober the whole time. I want to point that out because, like, I feel like the plot really, like, kind of like lingers on like them drunk driving. He wasn't drunk driving. He was sober.
He was actually driving because
everybody else
is drunk because it was actually it's actually Ryan Phillippe's car.
Yeah, and
Barry's,
Barry was out of the fucking. He was like full on in the sunroof. He was like, "Yeah, it's almost like a convertible," and everyone's like, "Hey, he's so fucking cool."
Only 1/3 of my car opens.
Only yeah, and then they swerve, hit a person. That guy rolls onto Barry, flies off. And then Barry later on, he's like, it's probably a deer. Dude, if that was a deer, you would be dead. Because deers weigh so much more than people. So they would have killed you. But anyways.
Can we get a check on that?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Can we get a fact check on that?
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Turner, can you fact check that? Yeah, so we're still in the first couple minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to fucking.
To be fair, though, like the initial crash is like an important.
That's kind of like the most important part of the movie.
Yeah, the crux of it. Yeah.
So it turns out they actually hit a person, and they find this out. They're all freaking out. Freddie Prinze is like, I'm sober, and then they all start listening to the drunk guy, and Barry's like, no, I'm drunk. They're drunk. They're not gonna believe you, dude. And like, I can't fucking go down for this. My car. He's like covered in blood saying this too. He's like, we gotta fucking bury the body. We gotta get rid of the body, dude. We gotta get rid of the body. And everyone's like, he makes so much sense.
Yeah, the only one with any backbone is Jennifer Love Hewitt's character.
Yeah,
she's like, I will
like,
not be a part of it.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be a part of this at all. And then like they decide to throw the body in the water. Turns out, dude was fucking alive.
Yeah.
They could have just afterwards called the cops and be like, oh my God, you're still alive. And called the cops and be like, yeah, I guess we kind of accidentally hit him or like whatever. And then it just would have been like a case, like, sure, man, you kind of lose your license for a little bit, but now you don't have a serial killer breathing down your neck.
Who hasn't hit
anyway.
a stranger in the middle of the night and kept going?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, sure.
Yeah, let's go with that.
But yeah, so he wakes back up as they're about to throw him in the water, grabs Sarah Michelle Gellar, and then they freak out. And much like Cabin in the Woods, they freak out and then finish him up. Yeah,
they fucking kill him. And then they take off. What is like a year pass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course a year pass because last summer. But yeah, so. So stupid. So a year passes and they start getting letters that it's literally just they get letters of the title of the movie. And it's just like, I know what you did last summer. And that's the letters they get. And then weird shit starts happening. People start dying. This guy's just killing people like who had nothing to do with the accident too, which is just like you quickly side with the teens because you're just like, oh, I guess he was a serial killer the whole time. And honestly, you should have killed him. He's clearly murderous.
Because if it was just them, you'd be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, the dude has like, I wouldn't say every right, but he definitely has reason. Yeah. And then he just starts killing people that have nothing to do with it. And I'm just like, well, now you're just being a piece of shit.
Yeah, I was gonna name this episode "I'm gonna get my get back."
Yeah,
but he's getting his get back on the wrong people.
Yeah, a lot of
just like Miss Voorhees.
Just like Miss Voorhees. Yeah, lot of killings that were not the actual people. He was terrorizing people. At some point, it does get very Mean Girls like. It's just like the one girl wakes up with her hair cut off, and then someone wrote "soon" in lipstick on the mirror, and it was just like, who is this serial killer? Regina George?
Yeah.
I don't get what's going on, dude.
Yeah, it felt like something you'd see on like Drag Race, where like somebody like actually hates somebody or something.
Yeah. It's just like, and then like we see Freddie
bitch.
Prinze, and then they're like, you fucking did it, because like they start accusing him out of nowhere, and then he's just like, no, I got a letter too, and also someone changed my shampoo for hair removal, and it was just like, what, dude? Like that didn't happen.
Somebody's been replacing my diet pills with weight gain pills.
Weight gain pills, and I can't make prom now. And it's like, what? Well, anyways, they're all freaking out now. Eventually, the pageant girl watches her boyfriend die at the pageant while she's watching the crowd. Also, I hate this part as a stand-up comic when there's that many lights on you, you can't see that.
No.
You can't see that.
Not at all.
There's so many, especially with the amount of lights she had on her, there's absolutely no way that she saw into the balcony and watched this guy murder her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Absolutely no way. Where was I going? I was so solid on that.
He takes the body out.
Takes the body out. Then Jennifer Love Hewitt starts accusing Freddie Prinze. How did the one girl die? Sarah Michelle Gellar's
She
character.
chases the sister into the store where her
Yep.
or she chases Sarah Michelle Gellar into her sister's the family store that her and her sister work at.
Yeah. And then her sister and her get killed. Sister had nothing to do with it. Also, sister didn't give a shit about her sister.
Yeah.
Like, Sarah Michelle Gellar came up knocking on the door, slamming on the door, and then she was like, all right, dude, relax. She's like, someone's chasing me, trying to kill me. And she's just like, you're such a drama queen.
Yeah.
And like,
I bet.
I
Yeah.
bet. Just
You
not
think
a girl's
everybody's
girl.
in love
Yeah.
with you.
She was just like, sure,
Yeah.
whatever. I hope you do get murdered. It was just like, all right, dude, relax. She gets murdered. Sarah Michelle Gellar gets murdered in that same fucking scenario.
Yeah.
Then they're at the boat dock because Freddie Prinze has a boat, and he's like, let's get out of here. And then she reads the boat name because she was doing a little bit of investigation on the guy that they killed. And there's a whole storyline there. Not really
Doesn't
worth
matter.
anything.
No.
It really doesn't matter.
No.
His sister's involved. She kind of looks like Dido, and it's like the whole. I think she looks like Dido.
Doesn't
Zach
look
was
anything
just
like
like you
Yeah,
can't
that's
tell
not
white
right.
people
I don't
apart, and I think that's the
No,
problem.
it's not like even like
No.
remotely. Though.
I don't
Like,
know.
He's got
dude.
he's got white people blindness. He can.
I know.
No, but that's so extreme. I
it's
feel
the-
like you could have picked so many colors.
No,
Sorry,
dude,
go ahead.
it's
He
just,
goes- he
it's
goes,
just
"Who am I
very
thinking
much
of?"
just like as soon as I saw her, I was like, just gonna fall it off somehow.
Also, there's better
Morning
Dido
rain
songs.
clouds out my window. That's the only one I know because I don't listen to white people music, and that was on fucking Eminem's album. So
Who is white?
who is also white,
Hey, can we
but he
finish
doesn't make
the-
white people music.
we wrap up the
okay.
fucking-
Can we wrap? Okay. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
So Freddie Prinze is at the boat. Freddie Prinze is like, come on, let's get on this boat and let's get away. You know, as he does. And she's like, no, that's the killer's boat because she read Big Blue in some fucking paper or some bullshit. And then she runs away from him. And then also his name is Rey, which confused the fuck out of me. And I think Sean was doing it on purpose by bringing his name up constantly. And I was just like, I'm lost, dude. Anyways,
No.
sorry, I keep derailing myself, but like this is more ADHD than it is the alcohol. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
So fuck you.
turns out the killer wasn't Freddie Prinze. They tried to throw a little turn on you, but there wasn't really a big turn at all. And then like the killer does show up, fucking clotheslines Freddie Prince's bitch ass onto
And
the dock.
it's the dad of the girlfriend of the boy who died. Doesn't fucking make any sense.
Are you serious?
It's fucking nonsense.
I just thought it was a stranger.
No.
Okay.
This is why I love having you guys explain shit because there's always something that we all go, wait, you didn't know that?
No, hold on. I've never done anything like that. That's
I
fucking
Yeah.
absolutely have.
What?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Name one.
Name the one you haven't.
This one right now.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Friday the
Right.
13th.
Anyway, so they have a end scene battle with the
With the
guy,
murderer,
yeah,
and then it just becomes fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, dude.
yeah.
It's a fight on the boat, and fucking Freddie Prinze starts to swashbuckling, starts fighting the dude, throwing hands with him. You know, he's
Yeah.
actually getting some good hits in there
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Like
he's
it's
doing
not
right.
even it's not a one sided fight at all.
Freddie
You
Prinze
know,
got some reach, you know.
yeah. This Puerto Rican started showing. He started throwing hands with this man. And he just fucking pulled up like Tito Trinidad in the fucking corner, dog. He was like, bat, bat, bat. And they eventually like get him tied on a rope. They cut his hand off
Yeah.
while his hook was on the thing and, then drown him again.
Then he goes flying off the boat into the water and
Yep.
never to be seen again.
Yep, and then they only find his hand when the police come. And then at the end of the movie, of course, you had to have a scene where Jennifer Love Hewitt was in the towel talking to Freddie Prinze, talking all nasty like, because you got to sell the sex a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she looks over to the corner because she's in the sauna, and written on the wall is, "I still know."
And then what's the big finish?
What was the big finish after that?
They got the jump scare at the end.
Oh, yeah, he jumps through the window. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And that is...
Yeah, I turned it off after that because I came.
And that is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, baby.
Great job, Ray.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
I was trying to go as fast as I can, but my brain could not keep me there.
No, that was...
Dude, you also couldn't remember. Yeah, I thought it was a sister.
Excuse me? You want to repeat that?
You thought it was a stranger.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that fucking whole, thing was, hard to follow, dude.
It was an unnecessary plot point, for sure.
It was his sister. I couldn't tell if it was his sister at first or it was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then it was there was a whole, girlfriend died in an accident. I was just like, this feels a little bit convoluted.
So where they got a lot of this from is the original book with the same name from 1973 by Lewis Duncan. She wrote
What a
the
weird
book.
way to say it was based on a book. Where they got a lot of this from was the original book. Yeah, they based it on a book then.
Yeah, but they typically take a lot of liberties.
Inspired by this book.
Yeah, they take a lot of liberties with books.
Oh,
Yeah.
For instance, Sean, you bag of dicks. Okay. They fucking, it's more of a mystery in the book. They don't go, there isn't a slasher killing everybody. And why would you ask, why not do that? Well, the answer to that is that Lewis Duncan, the author, was vehemently opposed to them making this slasher version of her book because they use a lot of the same plot points, but in the book version, there's not all these people getting killed because her own daughter had been murdered by a fucking killer that they never caught. And
Shit,
and
dude.
and you know what Hollywood did? They said, "Oh, so sorry to hear about that. We're gonna do it anyway. Thanks so much."
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
These fucking pieces of shit.
Damn.
There's this book. No offense to Lewis Duncan, this story is not so out there that you needed to buy the rights to something. You know what I mean?
What
You
the
still
hell?
had to pay Kevin Williamson to write the fucking screenplay version of the book. Just say, hey, you guys are stealing everything anyway. Fucking steal this, make it different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What the hell?
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to Lewis
pretty
Duncan
fucked up.
for for not. I mean, I'm sure she just sold off the rights and then
Is
somehow.
it me or is it always the worst horror movies are the ones doing the most fucked up nonsense?
For sure. Yeah.
Or it's just the whole Amy DeVille and Butch DeFeo killings. It was just you guys are just exploiting murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's almost deserving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe you deserve to be remembered as the least good part of the 90s slasher generation,
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides the sequel, which is Oh, speaking of, there is a sequel, of course, called I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
The very clever title. And the direct to DVD
Yeah.
VHS version in 2006, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh,
Whoa.
God.
And that involves none of the same people.
Yeah.
There is a show version of it
Yeah.
that's supposedly not too bad, so that'd be fun to watch sometime. I'd like to check it out.
Which one? The show?
Yeah, there's an actual show of it that they did. I feel like a lot of people know that the money is in streaming, serialized streaming and stuff like that now, instead of just making a one-off movie. You can make a couple episodes, make it like an 8-episode run, and if it goes well, you kind of keep it going. If not,
Yeah.
you just get your money's worth through the streaming companies. The director hated Freddie Prinze Jr. because he was new.
Really?
He was new to acting, or at least in terms of feature film. He had done 2 films before, but this is his first really big role and something that was a more prominent film. the director, he didn't necessarily hate him, but he did not want him for that role. And the producers pushed him onto. They're like, because a lot of times directors don't get final say over stuff.
Mhm.
They're just executing the vision or whatever. But the producers were like, we want Freddie Prinze Jr. He's hot right now. So we wanted and the director wanted somebody who was a little more jacked, like a kind of like a built character. He was supposed to be like kind of like a buff guy or whatever. And
Because that worked out so well with Barry.
yeah, exactly. And so fucking Ryan Phillippe's fucking whiny ass.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Said that Gillespie was like so mean to him the entire production.
Damn.
He was like, every chance he got, he would be like, making him do multiple takes if it wasn't anything like action oriented, make him do multiple takes, tell him he was doing shit wrong. Like imagine your first real big shot and the director's just being a piece of shit. And he said Ryan Phillippe was actually super helpful with it because he had a little more traction, and he had said like, this kind of stuff happens. He's like, remember why you're here. You went through because he had to go through the audition process 4 or 5 times for the producers to like finally kind of solidify everything. And so he's like, you're here because you deserve to be here. And he like helped him stick it out.
Hey.
I'm a big supporter of the Prince family.
Yeah.
And for him to have done that to Freddie Prinze, knowing where Freddie Prinze comes from, fuck you.
Fuck you,
Fuck you.
Gillespie.
That was so
Shit.
real.
Fuck you, Gillespie,
Yeah,
you fuck.
Fuck you piece of shit. That was so wrong of you.
One of the times he got a little carried away with his dislike of Freddie Prinze Jr. because he pushed him to do the scene with the boat at the end. He was pushing him to do this scene where that little dinghy boat. It's not a speedboat. It's like it's like a John boat with like a pretty full size motor attached to it.
Yeah.
That some people might be like, that's a lot of power for that little thing. That boat, the engine had too much power and got out of control, and like it crashed. And for one of the original takes of it, and Freddie, the thing detached and like the blade almost hit him, and he flipped out. And he's like, because he asked beforehand, he's like, did the stunt coordinator, actually like say all this was fine? And the AD had to come up to him and be like, the stunt coordinator went home like before we even started shooting. He was like, what? And they lost it because something like that you would absolutely have the fact that there was someone union should have been there to like, that's like why they pay all that money to have IATSE and shit like that. Like someone's job was to make sure that kind of shit didn't happen, and the director just pushed through it because he was like, fuck Freddie Prinze. It's just like, I mean, maybe
Fuck
not.
that guy, dude.
Yeah.
What else did he direct? Do you have it written down?
I don't have it on me, but we'll
find out what he's working on right now and then go shit on his project. Fuck that guy.
You know what? Patreon episode. We're gonna shit on Gillespie. We're gonna shit on what's his first name? Jim
Fuck
Gillespie.
Gillespie.
We're gonna fuck you, Jim
That
Gillespie.
Puerto Rican hating ass motherfucker.
And sure, we only have one side of the story. We don't give a shit.
We don't give a shit, dog. You don't do that shit to my dog,
This
Freddie
is a Puerto
Prinze.
Rican household, you fucks.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Puerto Rico.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So the screenwriter Kevin Williamson, in his infinite artistry and just general uniqueness, named the beach Dawson's Beach, and that's because he was the head writer on Dawson's Creek.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's another dog shit. I think Scream might be the only good thing he ever wrote. I don't know. We'll have to look up some stuff. But if it's bad enough, we might add him to the Gillespie file. Whatever.
Some people get a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, some good news for Freddie Prinze Jr. He and Sarah Michelle Gellar met on this set. They actually didn't have that much dialogue together in the film because their characters don't interact that much. However, they met on the set, and they are now happily married and have been since.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Are they
right?
still married? That's because they also did Scooby-Doo together.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's cute. So fucking cute.
Fucking cute. Dude, this I didn't know, because I keep up with quite a bit of filmmaking stuff, and especially when it comes to horror in my regular life, not just for this. But this one really blew me away. The iconic scene where she's screaming, "What do you want? What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
She screams, "What are you waiting for? What are you waiting?" that scene, so as part of the publicity for this movie, they invited a fan to come and help with a scene. They were like, tell us what you want in the movie, and if we like it, we'll put it in. Like, so they invited a fan to come and like help them figure out what to do in a scene. And some kid won like the raffle or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Came to set and came up with that. Some kid was like, it's like the most iconic.
Yeah.
What the
And
hell?
some kid was like, stand in the rain and scream, what are you waiting for?
I'm so confused though, because like,
Jennifer Love Hewitt thought it was great. She was like, that's better than
who was
whatever.
he a fan of?
Oh, just like a horror movie fan or whatever.
Oh,
I
he was
mean,
just a horror movie fan, and
yeah,
they just
they-
like put this. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they were just like, what do you know?
Oh yeah, because I was just like, yeah, like the series wasn't out yet. So
Right, yeah.
Was he? He's just like a Jennifer Love Hewitt fan.
Who is that kid now?
He was just a Jennifer Love Hewitt fan, and he's like, he's just like, all right, what if she takes her tits out? They're
Yeah.
like, no, dude, no.
I think he did the add the rain part. He's like, make her wet. They're like, what? What'd you say?
He was actually yelling at her. He was like, "What are you waiting for? Take him out!"
Show us the no. All right.
They're like, we're
No.
just gonna have her say what you're waiting for. Just get him off set.
He's freaking out, throwing shit.
So Anne Heche, who plays the woman who's the sister of the brother that dies, right?
Yeah.
Anne Heche actually had lost her real life brother, right? Like he had died of suicide right before this, and then
Cool.
and in the story, she thinks her brother's died of suicide, right?
Yeah.
But it's a pretty crazy coincidence, and then she had to act that scene.
Did she know that when she signed up for it?
Yeah. I mean, she still was able to pull it off, and she did a great job.
Yeah.
Tragically, Anne Heche died of her own automobile accident
That
in
sucks.
2022.
Yeah.
So,
I honestly feel like when stuff like that does happen, as far as like, she ended up in a role where like her brother killed herself, and like that's a thing
Yeah.
that sits with her. It's just like, I just say, I don't know. It's a place to go to
yeah.
to make the acting
Sure.
better,
Sure.
for sure.
And part of you might be like, what are the odds that this thing with suicide would be there and this thing with car accidents would be there? But unfortunately, like suicide and car accidents are like the most ubiquitous American experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
that and gun deaths. So
Mhm.
statistically speaking, you would have some of that in your life at some point.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yep. Another fun one that's not sad at all. Ryan Phillippe plays an abusive boyfriend in this film. And in 2017, a couple of ex-girlfriends came out and said that he was abusive towards them, and no charges were ever filed. However, that he was
but he
wrapped up
gave-
in lawsuits.
He was supportive of Frankie. What
well,
was it?
multiple things can be true at
Freddie,
once.
Yeah.
you know?
right. Why they
Was
switch
he
it?
like big supporter? Like, what do you mean he was supportive?
That's what's
Early
actually-
on, he helped Freddie Prinze Jr. get through the
Oh
early
yeah,
on
that
filming.
sucks. Yeah,
But you don't do the you don't do the TV version of Shooter and come out okay. I think Shout out to our sponsors, Maxwell Farms.
Yay, Maxwell!
yeah.
And our other sponsor, Valley of O. Check out their lollipops and blog on their website, which we have linked in our description.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys at our live shows in Florida in October, as well as Spooky Empire, the horror convention in Orlando.
Yay!
Another mishap on set. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Why are you looking at me like that?
nothing.
Okay.
Dude, I was just looking.
Sarah
Jesus
Michelle
Christ.
Gellar, we made fun of that whole like lift that's in the store that they worked in. The store's called Shivers, by the way,
Shivers?
where the two sisters work, Sarah Michelle Gellar and her sister.
Yeah.
Because the family's name is Shivers. A little on the nose for a horror movie, but we're having fun. Shivers. Anyway, when Sarah Michelle Gellar pulls that rope to get herself up on that lift to the second floor, they didn't like make sure the rope was like film friendly. Nobody was like, hey, make sure that rope's not going to hurt this 18-year-old actress's hands. She got her hands like torn up because they did multiple
Really?
takes. Yeah. And so, like they had to like pull splinters out of her hands because it was like this old like ship rope
Yeah.
that they had that was in this old building. So they actually had to reset and shoot everything then a couple days later once her hands healed up.
When she was going through the elevator.
Yeah.
God,
So they had to
fuck.
go back and then like I don't know if they
It's
put
one
some
of the
kind of
dumbest fucking scenes too. Like,
yeah.
you guys fucked Sarah Michelle Gellar's like beautiful, gorgeous hands.
All right, relax.
You fucked her hands up for that scene, dude. Awful scene. The killer just walked up the stairs casually.
Yeah.
You made her fucking struggle for that. You piece of shit.
You're too beautiful to be pulling on ropes.
You're too beautiful. Man.
So this is a fun.
Here's the thing. I'm a big
Okay.
Sarah Michelle Gellar fan.
I know.
Okay. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was one of my first crushes as a kid.
Yeah.
And I think she's probably the reason I like strong women. I think that's her and Xena.
Thank you.
They're so
Yeah.
brave of you.
So brave of me.
Is that,
That's
is
why I
that-
just want women to beat the shit out of me.
I've never seen Buffy.
Okay, last thing before we jump into the. So Ben Willis, the killer.
Yeah.
That guy. His real life name is Muse Watson.
What the fuck, dude? Muse Watson?
The most like grown man. Like he's like a 40-something-year-old
You
man.
made that name up.
Probably. Yeah. You know,
That's
you gotta
not his real name.
you gotta get booked. You know what are you doing?
My
you know?
name's Steve.
Oh, he looked like a fucking Steve for
He looks
sure.
like, yeah.
Yeah, quintessential dad outfit. He's got the Canadian tuxedo
Yeah.
with
My
the
name's
burgundy
Steve. But you
shirt.
could call
Yeah.
me Muse Watson.
Fun thing that he did on the anniversary of what would have been the 20th? Yeah, the 20th anniversary of the movie. He sent the cast like a jokingly ominous like I know what you did last summer type thing.
Mhm.
And they said it actually kind of freaked them out.
You
Which
fucking
is
went
pretty
full
funny.
Jared Leto?
Yeah, it was it was without starting a cult, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's our coverage of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Let's end off on this last part where we're going to talk about the Rotten Tomatoes scores. What do you boys think? Let's do critics and audience. Keep
Let's
in
go
mind,
first.
this is
Go first.
1997.
Year
Right.
after critics
Scream.
28, audience
Holy shit.
34.
Okay.
You think it's that low?
Yeah.
28,
Okay,
34.
so I'm gonna go 54 critics, audience 45.
I think you might have clinched it on this one.
Ooh.
Fuck.
What did you say?
I was
28 and
really low. I said
34.
28 and 34.
Yeah, you got it on this one. It was 46 and 41.
Oh, I wasn't that far off.
You weren't that
Yeah.
far off. He
We got
had you
closer,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was 41?
Audience.
Audience.
Mm,
Oh, shit. Critics were higher than audience. Is really surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think everybody hadn't seen the writing on the wall because this was the first one after. It was low because everybody was like, oh, like this is what Scream was supposed to end. So it was low, but it was still like, well, it's not that bad. And then a bunch of other movies started coming out and everybody's like, oh, we're back into this shit again.
yeah.
All right. And finally, for all the marbles, boys,
Oh,
budget and box office.
Budget box office, baby.
budget. I learned my lesson. I won't do something really high. Let's go 6.5 million.
6.5.
And it made 42.
I am gonna go with 10 million.
Okay.
I think the budget was a little bit higher because they were like, this guy's coming from Scream, and they were like, oh, I'm gonna give him a little bit. I'm gonna go 10 million. Box office. I feel like this might have a Jaws thing going on, so I'm gonna go 60 million.
Budget 17 million.
Mm.
Box office 125
What the
million.
I had a feeling this made a lot of fucking money.
125 million?
Yeah.
The
Because they would have had
resurgence.
made more if there
Right.
wasn't that much money involved.
Well, much like what's happened many times when,
Yeah.
like, similar to what happened with Friday the 13th,
Mhm.
right? With this resurgence of a thing or the beginning of of a thing, right? It's everybody's like, it's like the Jaws 3 effect,
Yeah.
right? Everybody's like, well, fucking something to do. but you know, they also were really smart about it by putting in all these people that people
Yeah.
knew and were hot at the time. I mean, you put in Ryan Phillippe, Freddie Prinze Jr., Michelle Gellar, and fucking Jennifer Love Hewitt all in the same movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone's gonna sell it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and honorable mention to the boyfriend from Roseanne, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Dude, disappointing thing about learning box office budgets and like watching these movies is like starting to actually see like essentially what I've seen on TikTok for years is like something doesn't have to be good. It just has to happen at the right time.
Yeah.
And like it just I don't even want to fucking do comedy anymore.
All right.
I just gotta throw this microphone at now. I'm just joking.
Well, we'll let you have your existential crisis another time.
Not at the end
You
of the
people want
episode.
shit. You people want shit. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, boys,
It's okay.
I think that about does it. We did it.
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us
Oh,
on all
yeah.
the stuff.
Yeah.
Join the Patreon if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the Patreon.
Yeah, and if you want to talk shit, do it please in the YouTube comments because that helps with the algorithm.
Helps with the engagement.
Yep.
Shit on Sean's opinions about Friday the 13th.
Yeah. And if you're audio only, go bother Sean on Spotify.
Yeah. Enjoy the Patreon and like let us know what you want from the Patreon because that's important. You know, we want to hear from you guys. You know, I'm willing to play video games with you. We'll put Sean on a date. I don't give a fuck. Let's make sure, Sean, you want to date some of our patrons? Sean's just horny.
Let's- you know what, let's
you
not.
know, he's
I don't
okay.
think that's illegal.
I mean, we'll figure that out, you know? Maybe in Nevada.
All right.
Bye.
See you next time.